How much money did you send her?
About 10,000. He's literally hemorrhaging money.
This is some diabolical...
Welcome back to Ran-DomU University. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that button down below if you're going to enjoy or want to see any more of this content. Hopefully you enjoyed the video today, as today is definitely going to be a doozy, as Cody is definitely going to go there. He goes completely off the deep end and falls into the most obvious catfish trap of all time.
Creep on in, on in, on in.
Dear Neve and Cammy, my name is Cam, and I'm writing to you about my grandson, Cody.
Now, this is an abnormal thing where actually a grandmother is going to write into the show. Usually it's a friend or a cousin or somebody that's a little bit closer to the age and dynamic of the individual who's getting catfish in these situations. So this is a very interesting one for them to start, just because, well, these older individuals are very versed on catfish, which not a lot of older people watch catfish apparently, but hey, at least they're up on the content. Well, also, I did have a video in the past where I was talking about like Mother Wolf or Lord Wolfgang. No, Warlock. That's what it was. It was another person named Warlock, and that person actually commented in my video. It was a while back. I really wish I'd have known, and I would have been able to respond and maybe get something out of the person, because I mean, I had a lot of commentary on the video. It was a wild video. Now, it's not one of my best ones because I didn't have this microphone at the time, but hopefully you can go back and enjoy. I mean, maybe you'll like it. I'll leave a link to it, or just view the page. It's the only other catfish video I have, so hopefully you like this one though. But interesting to start already.
He's 32 and a long-haul truck driver who lives outside Cheyenne, Wyoming. He's been in a relationship.
Grandma is throwing shade.
Grandma is most definitely throwing shade, as she has probably been hearing and dealing with this for quite some time.
But they've never met in person. She lives in California, but I still think they should have been able to meet by now.
All right, I can already see why Grandma's throwing shade. I'm pretty sure Grandma looked at this chick and said, "Look, son, no, she is out of your league, completely out of your strike zone. You are not landing this target. I'm sorry. If this was a dartboard, there's no way you hit it. It's sort of like the whole analogy of falling out of the boat and not being able to hit water. It's one of those type of things. Like, she is not in your league, son. Not trying to hurt your confidence, but..."
And this relationship raises all the red flags you look for. They only text, she can't video chat, and something always comes up when they're supposed to meet.
Yep, Granny is fully versed on the game. She understands completely how this works. This is catfishing 101. They can never meet. They always have something wrong with their phone, and usually they're out of money or something else they're tricking off.
She was supposed to meet Cody at our house in Arizona. I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear that she got into a little accident. That's funny.
It is funny because she already knows that, especially if she put accident in quotations, she knows that this accident was completely bogus.
In Nevada and had to turn around. Cody is such a kind and generous person, and he trusts too easily.
And I bet he is a kind soul. Grannies would know if they got a good grandson, or if they're a little snotty bastard or something like that, because quite frankly, they are very aware. They just have that extra keen sense of what's going on out there in the world, because more than likely, well, they're old enough to have made all the mistakes there possibly is. That's why you should trust your grandparents, or your parents, especially if they're pretty up there in age. Not all of them, but most of them, yeah, they got wisdom. So like those texts that you saw on the screen, it's one of those things, like, that is the actual text messages. Like, he was really simping over this woman, and she's probably seen a few of them and was concerned, rightfully so.
Wow. I mean, if Grandma's saying it, when has Grandma ever been wrong? Never.
During this segment right here, you're starting to notice that, like, oh boy, he's really falling in on these messages. Like, he is probably starting to go ahead and give her money already. He is falling for the thirst trap. And I mean, I know Granny is just getting sick at the stomach. I mean, this is worse than any period that she's ever had. I'm pretty sure she is just like, oh my God, please stop, Cody. Stop. Stop.
Hey, guys. Is that Grandma Pam? Hi. Wow. Hi. When you said you were up from Arizona, you meant you literally.
Oh yeah, these GPs definitely have life goals. I think they were all trying to strive for in life. Eventually be able to hit the open road and just go wherever you would like in a nice RV and just chill and relax and go visit your family wherever. Because I mean, they live off over in like Wyoming and Montana. I mean, so it's nothing but open road and nice empty space out there, and snow in Fargo.
Okay, nice to meet you. Hi.
Dick. Grandpa Dick. Nice.
Grandpa Dick and Grandma.
Yes.
Why did these two have to have the most stereotypical white grandparent names that you could possibly have? Pam and Dick. I mean, it's one of those things. Cody needs to really take heed to the advice of trust Grandpa Dick. Don't trust your dick.
Hey, Grandma! Hello, my love. It's good to see you. Good to see you too. Just got home.
Oh, this seems like such a caring and loving family already. This means this is going to be very painful to witness. This is going to be pretty gut-wrenching. I can already sense it.
Let's check it out. Oh, this is spacious. Yeah, this is nice. Wow.
Yeah, they weren't joking. That was pretty spacious. That's a pretty nice RV. Well, now they're about to go ahead and get in, straight into the investigation part and start asking him the tough questions.
How much time do you spend on the road?
About 70 or 95% of it.
Which means this guy is definitely a real trucker, because anybody who knows a real trucker knows that they're always trucking.
Right. So let's get to Brittany. Give us all the details.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and start talking about how far down the rabbit hole you started digging yourself.
Well, I was still working at Taco Bell at that time, so...
Neve throws me off with some of his facial reactions because I'm really curious as to why, he had that curious look when he said, oh, back when I was working at Taco Bell at the time.
She came through. That's the first time I met her.
Wait, what? You saw her?
They're curious. It's like, wait, hold on a second. You saw this woman at Taco Bell? Like, that's where you're getting catfish from this woman who came through the drive-thru?
Yeah, we conversated a little bit until I gave her order and she took off.
Now, as much as I love Max on this show, Cammy, I think, is a 10 times better investigator. Like, Max is really good at calling out the BS, and I know my boy 16 Leo, who does a lot of reviews on these shows and whatnot, he be tearing them both to pieces. He eats up these people on Catfish. I want to be a little bit more lenient on these guys, because I understand where Neve is coming from, because he was the original Catfish, in case anybody doesn't know. Like, this show started because Neve got catfish from absolute hell, and that, woo, boy, you talking about getting catfish. This is back when Lene Kakua was out here catfishing, Manti Te'o, and it was at the time and era where, that wasn't normal. So it was very understandable for it to happen to you, but it was still weird. And it's not one of those things you wanted to talk about. It was just one of those things that was like, oh my, that's really disappointing.
Then she hits me up on Snapchat about 3-4 weeks later.
Oh, he's not aware. He doesn't have a clue about the Snapchat scams. Oh my God, this is going to be really... It's gonna be really bad.
Okay, so wait a second. So you get a notification on Snapchat.
Cody's like, yo, it is obvious that she was trying to holler at me. I had my hat and apron on. Taco Bell with Cody all over it. Like, she knew who she was trying to holler at. This ain't no joke. This ain't no secret. She knew what kind of young stud she was trying to hit up in Snapchat. She found me.
Until she sent me a picture through Snapchat Messenger and was like, oh, you're that girl that ordered such and such.
So you immediately recognized her.
Yeah.
Now, once he confirmed this in his own head that he had seen this fine woman in the line that probably never existed, he dancing. He's grooving at this point. He was feeling real good about himself, about what he might have pulled.
You saw her, and then sometime later when she found you on Snapchat, it was the same person.
Yeah.
I believe Cammy can sniff the odor that's coming from these red flags. Like, it's literally coming up out of the cloth. And it's just, I can see it on the looks on her face.
Does she then message you and say, hey, it's Brittany from Taco Bell? Or did you say, you're the girl from Taco Bell?
Another good question. The origin of this story is very vital to the details of what's coming up.
First.
Basically, after seeing the photos, my first reaction was, so you were the girl in drive-thru that I took an order for.
Oh no, when this man saw that booty and that kissing emoji, he immediately started tap dancing and pounding his chest like he had won the NBA Finals. He was straight up on his Kanye West, you can't tell me nothing.
Did she ever explain what she was doing in Cheyenne?
She actually had an ex here.
So you're telling me this super hot model just happened to have an ex out here in Cheyenne, Wyoming, just in the middle of nowhere, and she lives in California. Didn't think of any red flags or anything go off there. Like, why would you be dating anybody out here? Now, somebody who used to work in hospitality, I ain't gonna lie, the fact that he remembered that order, that's not that creepy. Unless people think it's creepy, because I ain't gonna lie, if the chick is bad enough, you will remember their order sometimes. Now, not maybe all the specifics, but you'll be like, yeah, you had the number 3. Or yeah, you had the mama's pancake breakfast, I remember.
Aha. So then she leaves to go to California and you guys start talking.
Yo.
So how does that kind of progress?
Yes, please explain to us how you believe that this chick started finding you interesting and fine enough to where she would just run away from her ex-boyfriend that was chasing her halfway across the country to be interested in you. Line up the photo next to you and see if it adds up. Just saying, not, not trying to be mean, but come on, bruh. Let's come on, man. Come on. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
It progressed from Snapchat to Google Chat to straight text.
Red flag, and red flag.
What is she like?
Kind, gentle, knows what she wants, and knows what she's going after.
She's strong, independent, courageous, amazing rack, amazing butt, beautiful dimples, perfect skin, nice hair, amazing smell, everything that you can imagine. Wait, how do you know smell? I just imagine. I'm just assuming that she would smell nice.
I called her once through Google Chat,
Okay.
and she didn't pick up the line.
Ooh, and he didn't think to try again, because if he kept trying and found out that she was never going to pick up, it would have absolutely crushed his dreams. Though that would have been better than letting this continue on. Like, he should have had these dreams crushed a long time ago. That way he could have put himself out of this misery, because it's going to only lead to misery. There is no good end to this. There's not going to be a good end.
And have you asked Brittany to FaceTime or video chat?
I tried. She said her camera wasn't working.
Oh, no, bruh. Not the camera ain't working fiasco, dude. Like, no.
But you have tried to meet up, right?
We did try to meet up once.
Cammy's like, Cody, please stop. This chick is lying her ass off. Like, if she's even a chick at this point, all I know is this ain't who you're talking to. And I mean, this person is clearly finessing your ass. Like, please,
And unfortunately, she said she flipped her car.
Flipped it? Oh, jeez.
Man, the excuses are always just the worst. Like, why is it always something terrible? It's something that's almost just way over the top. Like, I got butthole herpes the other day, or my dog got beheaded, or some aircraft carrier just exploded and dropped its jet engine inside of my house, killing half of my family. I mean, that's what it always is. It's always something completely over the top. Car flipped? Are you okay? What happened? Why are you still talking to me? Where's your family? Where's your friends? Y'all should be in the hospital damn near like, just...
Flipped over.
She said she crashed.
Well, right, but is she in the picture?
No, she was in the hospital.
Cody sounds so sure of himself right now. And Neve and Cammy are just like, no, bruh. We've seen this a million times. There's always a major car accident or somebody catches some terrible disease every time they gotta meet up with you. This isn't good.
She sent it to you to pay it?
Because I asked for it to prove that she's telling the truth.
Okay, the crew's like, okay, that's smart, but now we have to find out if you're just getting finessed.
How much money have you sent Brittany?
For the truck that I was trying to buy through her uncle.
Oh man, this story is really starting to get much worse. Like, why are you buying a truck to these people? Do you not remember the origin of this story? You met this chick at a Taco Bell line. Like, now you're buying trucks off of her? You still ain't seen her till you like get a piece of that, nice body or whatnot. But now you're buying trucks from her uncle or whatever. Like, dude, come on.
She said, oh, my uncle has a truck.
My uncle runs a dealership.
Oh.
Cammy's soul is literally falling out of her chest and through her butthole because she knows there is no dealership. Dealership doesn't exist.
She sent me pictures of it, which looks like for online purposes, white background.
Sure.
This look of horror tells you everything. Cammy's facial expressions are really killing me on here though, because I mean she can just sense how bad this is every time he opens his mouth. I mean, homie, like, God, she sent you a mock photo from Google. She sent you a mock image of a pickup truck that doesn't exist. Just a random truck. Like, you even know that, and you were fully aware of this and you still proceeded.
How much money did you send her already for the car?
About $10,000.
You sent it already?
$10,000 and about $500 left on the payment.
And how did you send the money?
I'll send it directly to her aunt. Send a picture of the receipt to Brittany. Brittany will send a picture to her aunt.
There's just too many channels. There's just too many different pathways where this money is going. This is like the tunnels in Mario where you can literally just jump into one tunnel and then you can end up 6 worlds over. I mean, and it's not going to even get your money into the right spot. You're not going to even end up in the right video game when it's all said and done. Like, this is just, oh man, homie, like, you got to start recognizing, like, none of this makes any sense. Like, this is not how you buy cars.
So you know her aunt's name?
Yes. What is that?
Edna.
And that's more than likely not her name. Just some name they probably jacked off of somebody from Florida or some other state somewhere. And not that kind of jacked off, you know what I mean. Grow up.
Was it like a Western Union? Like how was the
It
money
would
sent?
be Western Union and Walmart to Walmart.
This is the sad part about being in the middle of nowhere. You just don't seem to come across enough scammers. They don't just get you or try to attack you each and every day. Throughout my entire adulthood, I've been coming across different type of scammers all over the place. They exist everywhere, whether it's Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, the gas station, your email. They're everywhere. Text messages, phone calls, spam calls. Oh my God. Scammers, they don't stop. And I mean, I've seen, look, they got me when I was like 22 one time. Luckily, it wasn't for that much money, but I did understand like what their process is. A lot of times they try to get you to get these like green cards, and next thing you know, you're like, why am I all over the place? Why am I at Walmart? Why am I trying to go to Westwood? No. Once they start trying to make you do a bunch of stuff that doesn't make any sense, you're being scammed. Once you start thinking, whoa, what am I doing? Scam.
Is coming when? I don't understand.
It's still waiting to be paid off.
It's not coming. You're paying for a truck that doesn't exist and it is not coming. Like, they are making you pay off the entire thing before getting it due. What about a down payment? First of all, this truck ain't that dang expensive. I mean, it's only like, what, 15 G's or whatever? I mean, it can't be that good of a truck. Nobody would demand full payment for a truck that's not full price or some over-the-top model that's top of the line. Not some run-of-the-mill Ford Ranger or something like that, or some Chevy S10. Dude, like, this is, oh.
Did you even know the name of the dealership or where it is?
No, she only told me it's in Tallahassee.
Okay.
He didn't seek out enough information, and this dealership ain't real. You don't trust people from Florida that you do not know. So much BS, shenanigans, alien activity, weird things just happen in Florida. Florida, man, all that stuff. It's just,
And I also been sending her about $3,000, $4,000. Get some food in the house that she says she didn't have money for.
oh my God. Like, you are sending chunks of money to this person. Like, why? Why are you doing this, Cody? Like, and these are the worst type of catfish. These types of catfish, they'll just milk you for everything you have. It's like you got 27 milkers on one cow, and they take every one of them things and they just start pumping you left and right, and they just make sure they get every ounce of you that they can. They'll go ahead and milk you until you bleed. I mean, it is absolutely horrible. Oh my God, I can't believe he got gypped this bad. Like, I got a feeling this is going to get worse. I got a feeling this is going to get even worse. Like $3+ grand for what? Is she homeless? Where's her family and friends? Why is she relying on you, some dude that she met in a Taco Bell line that she didn't even make physical contact with? Like, have you not computed any of this information? Come on, Cody. Like, you just saw her along the way and then she started Snapchatting you pictures of her titties and it's like, oh yeah, I'm in love. No, you're not in love.
You're not in love. That's just not how cars are bought and sold.
Jump to conclusions, Neve. You have done 1 million episodes of Catfish. Hell, this is like the 84th episode on season 8. So you know this is a scam. You know exactly what this is. Don't lie to this man. There's no need to be nice here. You can be nice and kind, and we can pacify this guy along the way, but you know.
You have the pictures that she sent you, and
for whatever the F that's worth. It's worth nothing. Having these receipts of money that's disappeared, gone into the ether, this money is never returning to this man.
I have a picture of her driver's license. I also even have her social security number if I can go back far enough.
It's getting worse. It's getting much worse, and I already know that this is a fake social security number and more likely a fake driver's license. Like, none of this stuff is real. They probably took this social security number off a dead person, or, you know, hacked somebody's email, or got access to their credit card information, burned their house down. I mean, it just, damn.
Because she wanted me to send a picture of my driver's license. I was like, no, if we're going to do this, we're going to trade driver's license.
wait.
Cody's going to have to get rid of this smile and smirk that he has on his face. Like, he is absolutely confident and sure that everything he has done here is on the up and up. Like, he has done his real background research, that he has dug in and really vetted this person. Like, he's like, man, why y'all looking at me like this? Y'all know that I've done my research, dog. Man, why y'all checking me? Y'all think I'm stupid or something? Like, I'm never going to just give up my social security number unless I get their social security number. How do you know it's real? It's fake, Cody. Oh my God, bruh.
Why did she want a picture of your driver's license?
To prove that I'm real or something like that. I guess she's been scammed a lot.
Nope, Cody, quite the opposite. She scams a lot. Not she's gotten scammed a lot. She scams.
And she found you. Does she have your social security number?
Please say no. Please say no. Please say no.
Yeah, I was right to assume that he would give it up. I already had a feeling whenever they said, or he said that she gave up hers and the driver's license. I was like, oh man, this guy definitely gave up all his stuff, all his info. Oh my God.
You did it. You did it! No!
Nigga!
Why?
Because she sent me hers.
It don't matter, Cody. Hell, I think I knew this before I even knew what my social security card number or any of that was. You do not give up that. It's the one thing you don't give up in life. Like, you can get finessed in a lot of different ways, but you do not get rid of that number to anybody who's not accredited. Like, you can't.
I mean, I don't know. Do you know if she's opened a credit card under your name or?
Now, luckily, I would like to believe that he actually at least knows this information. That much he should know, whether or not they've opened up accounts, whether they started, trying to fleece him for all his money, or start trying to take out mega loans out of his name, or create different identities. All I know is that his identity is in her hands or their hands or whatever. He no longer has control or access over his life. Like, they got him literally by the nuts. That vice grip again, that vice grip, boy, it comes up in a lot of videos.
Can we see a picture of her?
Neve is gonna absolutely have a cow.
This? Come on, man.
Nigga!
Neve has just seen too much in this series. He's just seen too much. He's seen too much. As the original Catfish, he just knows. And there's also, there's just gotta be this part of you that just has to understand, there's gotta be a hot to hot ratio that you gotta be able to balance out somewhere. I mean, can you really picture this person next to you somewhere? Can you really picture this? Can you really see you taking her to the grocery store, bringing her back to the family? Like, what if you really brought this chick back to your grandparents? Do you think they're really gonna be like, oh yeah, she really loves Cody for Cody? No, they have way too good a head on their shoulders for them to believe that.
You saw this girl in
Cody! You saw this woman?
As a person who strongly knows that beauty is quite the kryptonite for me, strong and gorgeous and beautiful women, boy, they can just absolutely get me right by the soul. They can start mind controlling me in ways that I just don't understand, which I usually am very aware of. The older I've gotten, I've learned how to mitigate those powers of theirs. I've known how to deflect. You can't kill me with your hotness. But Cody, I don't think he's conquered that yet.
That's just a Photoshop picture of a driver's license.
Her head is cut off.
It's literally cut off. There's a flat cut off on the top of her head. This is so fake. I can't even, you know what? I don't even feel sorry for this man anymore. Now I'm starting to get upset. Now I'm actually kind of pissed off. I was in your corner at first, and now I'm just like, yo, you're stupid. I didn't want to judge you for being out there in Wyoming and your shit kickers and all that and your nice wet leather jacket and whatnot, because that's just the lifestyle you live. Out there on the range with your cowboy hat and whatnot. No, now you're just coming off as a dumb guy. Now you're just looking dumb. You're giving your family and your people all a bad name, because they're not all stupid like that. Most of them are highly intelligent. They just got a nice southern drawl. And just because you got a southern drawl don't mean you ain't got no intellect. It just means sometimes you just sound a little silly when you want to talk. That's all that means. That's all it means. But you're dumb. You dumb boy.
She ordered a burrito.
She didn't order anything because she wasn't there.
Facts.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I have seen this girl before.
But Cody's like, look at her though. But look at the baby. Look at my baby. Oh my God. Isn't she so beautiful though? She's not real. That woman's real. She's clearly somebody who exists out here in the world, but she is not who you talking to, man. Guy. Oh, just, you gotta be smarter than this. People in my comment section or people who enjoy my content, I believe every single one of y'all are way smarter than this. I never would believe that y'all can make these mistakes. And if you have, please don't leave it in the comments. I'm going to save you the shame and embarrassment now.
Whoever you're talking to has been lying. Do you love her? I do.
Oh, not love. Not loving you. It's none of that. It's none of that. This is just bad. Shit. Cody, dude, not the L word. People just throw that word around frivolously. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love her. Which, you know, quite frankly, I guess he does, because he's been coughing up all his money. I mean, this man trucking all the way across the world, just giving her gladly thousands of dollars, you know, for her, you know, Taco Bell luncheons and whatever. Man, probably out there buying all sorts of different Birkin bags and wasting it on Chanel shit that doesn't make any sense. Just stuff that's completely over the top, just blowing every dollar. Hasn't invested not one bit of it, just tricked it all off. Ah, man, probably actually tricked it off on like hookers and weed, you know, to be honest, and some alcohol. I mean, that's what most people do, some good cushion alcohol. I mean, that's more than likely where this money went.
As I hoped coming into this, there was a version of a happy ending here.
I no longer see that as a possibility.
I'm hoping for the best, but I'm also prepared for the worst.
All right, look.
You should only be preparing for the worst. I mean, this situation is almost as bad as DJ Academics getting all that money stolen from his house. From that thirsting chick that has basically embarrassed him in every way possible, sleeping with all his friends and all of that. Just a mess. But that's what this is like. But not that bad. I mean, you're not out that much money, but compared to how much money you make versus how much you coughing up probably, yeah, it's not good. Though, I mean, I think he's doing well, but dang, man, this is still a good chunk of funds.
Send us the pictures that you have of Brittany.
That way I can sell those photos off for a little bit of coin.
Send us some of the receipts for the money that you sent.
And that way I can go ahead and maybe, you know, find a way to have access to some of your bank information possibly, so we can possibly hack some money off of you just like they did. Just kidding. They would never do that.
We'll go through it and hopefully get you one step closer.
This is going to be difficult. This man is completely under spell. I mean, he's just like Stan was in South Park when he finally saw boobs for the first time.
He's been ignoring his homework and all of his friends. I can't figure out why.
Simping is a real disease, and he has fallen victim to it terribly. And there's no cure for it. I mean, unless getting hit in the head hard enough is the only way to get over it. I mean, that's pretty much the only way. The only way to get over simping disease is to get finessed almost for all of your money.
I'm so sorry you're dealing with this.
We're gonna fix this. We got your back.
Yeah, this is a real tough one to deal with. Hell, I mean, it's even raining outside to mourn and cry tears for whatever he's going through right now. Because it's a lot of pain. It's a lot of pain. I mean, this is tough to witness. They've witnessed a lot of bad. This is arguably one of the worst.
This is heartbreaking, gut-wrenching. I mean,
this really is a tough one to deal with. Cody has made himself pure prey. This guy has just dumped honey all over his body and just laid himself out in the forest for all the bears to just come tear his ass up. Now, obviously, they didn't got the very first part of this investigation stuff out of the way, so now they're going to move on and go back to the hotel or wherever they're staying for the evening and do their own investigation work with the info that he's going to send him later and just see if they can figure out anything on this Catfish.
Here's the car wreck. Let's see how. God.
Hell, the car being flipped upside down right there didn't even make any sense. It looked like it was in a normal parking lot, just upside down next to normal cars.
Here's this insanely bad.
Look at the head is what really killed me.
This driver's license is just the icing on the cake. I mean, this is the part where it really makes me... This is what makes it very difficult for me to feel sorry for this guy. Like, you know, Cody, dog, I mean, did you not look at this license? Everything about this is red flag, 911, call somebody. I need help hotline. I mean, this is... Yeah.
It's so bad.
and this. The last name says Brittany and the first name says Rosabi.
Oh, these scammers are just rubbing it in his face at this point in time. Like, they're not even trying. They're not even trying. They're basically saying, you are stupid. That's what they're doing to this man. Like, they're rubbing it in his face. Like, that car looked like it was flipped upside down by a transformer, and he got this fraudulent license where the names are backwards and the part of the head is cut off. Like, it literally looks like it was snipped with scissors. I mean, bro.
Let's do an image search and just end this insanity. Yep.
So clearly these photos are stolen from a person that's a known commodity out there somewhere on social media.
She's verified.
7.4 million followers.
She's all over the place.
These are the moments when you start having to come to the conclusion that he just didn't want to discover the truth. He didn't want to find out. It was there to be discovered. He just didn't want to.
She was on VH1. Rock of Love.
As a person who's watched every episode of Catfish, unfortunately, Cammy is really good at discovering these things. She don't forget. Like, she would be the wrong person to try to dig up some dirt on or try to like mudsling with. I mean, She will get you.
Recognize those dimples from anywhere. She had these dermal piercings. She was so cute.
Right.
I mean, yeah, she would be very difficult to forget. It's sort of like the first time I laid eyes on Halle Berry. I mean, that was something else. That was something I'll never forget. If I was to ever see her in real life, boy, I would know exactly who she is, considering on Instagram she still looks about the same, except she's, you know, getting a little older. You know, you can tell. She ain't as, you know, I mean, there ain't much tread left, but just saying, I mean, she's still beautiful. Now, Sierra, that's where it's at now. Well, there's more. There's definitely more. I mean, Natalie Portman, she seems like she's ageless. There's more. Vivica Fox used to actually be really pretty until, like, now she's got the concrete faced. You know, I mean, that's one of those, she can't smile anymore because she done had so many injections or whatever put into her head that now she's just stuck with the, you know, resting bitch face. Like, that's what's unfortunate. She's literally got RBF forever. Forever. It's stuck there now. And even if she wanted to be nice and not have that, she can't help it. It's stuck there. It's like a BBL. Except for those BBLs, sometimes them things be going south. I literally saw somebody's BBL fell on them mid-party the other night, which was, yo, not in real life, but I saw it on another stream, which is...
Well, we gotta reach out to the real Tanya, obviously.
She's not talking to his ass.
Facts. And I really hope this guy doesn't believe that once they bring this news to him, because they're going to bring the news to him. I really hope he's not as delusional as the guy who thought he was actually dating Katy Perry. Tyler Perry. I could definitely see Tyler Perry trying to catfish someone, though. Like that. I don't know why, but that image just got in my head. And I could see that. Tricking somebody as Medea.
Only way he's gonna believe that it's not her is if this girl sends a video and says...
Sadly, it does seem like it's going to get to that point with Cody, because he does seem like he's pretty dug in on this. Like, he is deeply and madly in love. And it's like, man, I mean, you need to kind of wake up and smell the coffee, as they say, man.
So this phone number comes back to North Carolina.
Bandwidth.com. It's a text app.
Everything's fake.
Nothing is real about this person. This is scamming 101.
And that's the only thing we have that actually could be connected to who he's actually talking to. Yeah.
Definitely seems a little bit old to be out here catfishing and scamming. It's probably one of those dead people I was talking about earlier that they stole their social security number from and just decided to steal their whole identity, and they don't even know, not even aware of it.
How is Edna at 65 knowing a Brittany Berzavi to use her photos?
Because she ain't. And you already know that, Cammy. You can smell the fishiness from here. You know it's starting to smell a whole lot like the set from Fresh and Fit and the Whatever podcast.
Well, there's also strangely a lot of Ednas in Tallahassee.
Yeah, and a lot of duplicate profiles.
Okay, now hear me out. Now this might not be the craziest thing because, well, my dad, who's advanced age, older than Edna, quite a bit older than Edna. Either way, when he decided he was going to start trying to get into social media, it was way too late in the game. And he was already in his mid-70s trying to get on Facebook. Needless to say, he kept screwing that up somehow, and he was getting hacked as soon as he got onto the platform. And so every other day, it seemed like he was even having to start a new Facebook because his other Facebook got hacked, and then he had the same thing happen again, and the same thing happen again. Next thing you know, this man's got like 28 different Facebook profiles with different photos that are all the same photo, but somehow manipulated in a different way. So I've seen this. This is very possible, though. Most of them are hacked and scammy profiles. Somebody done took over that thing. Like that, it has got a life of its own, and it's no longer the original user.
Why? Like, did Edna just forget her password 5 million times?
It is very possible. It is very possible that she forgot that password 1,000,000 times. Just saying, it can happen. Though in this scenario, that is not the case. This is all cap. This is all lies. This is all scam. This is all fish. This is all everything that's non-believable. Like, this is clearly catfishing, and he is getting absolutely finesse. Like, Cody is getting duped.
Nephew or niece or somebody who's in her house that is creating all of these profiles to cover up their track.
Yeah, you would have to say probably in this case. Might be something else, but probably.
Yeah, hey, I just wanted to make sure it was you. I know you DM'd me, but I get so many crazy messages, so...
Oh, I bet she does. With 7.4 million followers, I'm pretty sure at least about 10% of those people are absolute creeps and absolute maniacs. People who would do absolutely anything to get inside those panties. People who would sacrifice and cut off limbs and arms, kill family members, kill children, just to make sure they got a piece of that ass. Like, that's...
Oh, hey! I'm not so shocked I haven't been on Catfish dinner because I'm always dealing with situations like this.
Yeah, she probably definitely knows of somebody who sacrificed somebody to try to get inside of her DMs. Not just the DMs.
Can we just confirm that you're not dating a guy named Cody?
Hey, yeah, we need all the evidence we can get.
Okay, great. Whoever this
Okay, great. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
Because if you don't, we're going to have a young truck driving cowboy believing he's about to clap them cheeks very soon. And we really don't want him to live in that type of delusion.
You've invested so much into Brittany.
Yes, because I want them cheeks. Have you not seen them? I want to do the craziest things. He's one of those people who's talking about motorboating 24/7. He just can't help but put his face in there and just go crazy. Like I know he's just having wet dreams. It's just the thought of it. Like, I mean, he's in there. I mean, Cody is literally losing his mind at this, just at the fact that he can't see his woman, his baby. He's been talking to this woman for a long time. He's already been giving her plenty of money, trying to buy a truck and all this stuff like that. And he is just, I'm pretty sure he's getting kind of lonely now. He's like, hey, time's ticking. Where you at, baby?
Yeah. You feel like Brittany loves you?
Yeah, she does love me.
Fudge. He's still on this. Like, this is exactly why his grandparents called the show. He's gone. He has mentally left us. He is no longer here. He's not in this realm. He's no longer in the Milky Way galaxy. He's out there somewhere in the Andromeda galaxy, just lost in space. Now, also, this is the point where they met back up with Cody and they're like, all right, man, it's time to break the news.
So we started with an image search. We put in a picture of Brittany, okay?
Nah, come on, cut the crap, Neve. Let's go ahead and rip off the Band-Aid. We already know where this is heading. There's no need to massage this man anymore. There's just no need to ease him through this. Let's just go ahead and get to it.
Her name is Britannia Razavi, not a girl named Brittany.
This man hasn't heard a word that Neve has said. He is just simply looking at this photo thinking, you know what? Is she going to do this at Walmart or Sam's Club whenever we go together? Like, damn, just look at that ass.
Britannia, same last name, who is not who you're talking to.
Jesus, Neve, it's about time.
All this that she's doing, why wouldn't she have shown you her Instagram?
Because I never asked.
The arrogance of this man. This man,
Because I never asked.
I would slap the mustache off of this dude. Do you see how this man is acting now? All smug. Because I never asked. How dare you?
Because I never asked.
Are you really that lost? He really does believe this. He's just as lost as the dude who thought he was actually dating Katy Perry. I mean, this might be worse. This might actually be worse than that guy. And people, they voted him like #1 craziest one. This guy might actually be that one. He might actually have him beat. And slap the taste out of this man. Smack this coffee out this man's hands.
Because I never asked.
Burn this man. He needs to be burned because his heart isn't getting burned enough like it should. He hasn't faced reality yet. Like, come on, Cody, wake up. Been trying to be kind. Been trying to be nice throughout this whole process. We've been trying to ease you, pacify you through this whole, difficult situation you're going through here with this fake girlfriend finessing you for all this money, having you buy fake trucks, out here sending her money for chalupas and shit. No, man. Mask off.
Because I never asked.
Because this is a famous reality TV star.
Now I'm starting to look at this photo of Cody a little bit differently. Now I'm starting to look at it as he's looking at you like, man, do you not know who the fuck I am? Do you not know where you at? Boy, you in Wyoming. I run these streets, dude. I am a king up here. Do y'all not know me? I pull whatever I want. Dude, she would wish you could be with me. I'm the man.
Thank you for taking our call today. I think Cody needs to hear this directly from you.
Yeah, he needs to hear it directly from you because this smug, arrogant, douchebag, turd sandwich hemorrhoid, I'm about to absolutely smack the piss out this dude. He's pissed me off now.
Because I never asked.
This dude over here, I thought he was a humble guy. Now, you know what? I think only his grandparents are humble. They don't realize the monster that's inside this man. This man actually thinks he's a beast. This man went walking around like he got the king anaconda strap between his legs, like they call him tripod or something like that. That's how he's acting. He's acting like he is the baddest thing that's walking over here in the Western Hemisphere. You know what? No, please put this man in his place because he ain't gonna understand it. He isn't setting into reality.
I actually don't have Snapchat.
You hear that, Cody? She don't have Snapchat. So who you been talking to? Probably some dude out there waiting to clap your cheeks in some dark alley somewhere. That's what you've been waiting for. Yeah, over there getting all smug.
Because I never asked.
I'm disappointed in you, Cody. I'm very disappointed.
It's probably knew that and was taking full advantage.
Well, and I'm sure that this has happened before.
Yeah, go ahead and cue that sad music because he needs to hear that sad music. He needs to cry. He needs to feel pain, utter pain. I want him to cry horrible tears, ugly crocodile tears.
They've been really taking advantage of how generous and hardworking Cody is.
I guess you don't forgot. All that money you done coughed up out here thinking that you out here some type of sugar daddy out here in Wyoming. Thinking some girl, some fine chick out there in California just hitting up her sugar daddy out there in Wyoming out there with his cowboy boots and his leather jacket that's smeared with dog and horse shit all over. Yeah, you, dog. You. And I'm not one to make fun of these type of things, but man, no.
Hey, unfortunately, take almost over 10K, so.
This is the look of someone who's in shock that somebody could steal her photos and make 10 bands off of what she looks like. Like, dang, I'm worth that much? I'm that hot?
Good luck, honey. She's a sweetheart.
She's very nice.
I bet Cody's like, yeah. She's awfully sweet. If she was so nice, how about she go ahead and replenish all that money that I lost? And it's like, dude, you tricked it off. You were the one who fell for this bamboozled nonsense, crazy, catfish scamming nonsense. I mean, dude, this is all on you. This is some bullshit that you should have never fallen for. I'm trying not to cuss so much. I've already dropped a few more curse words than I'm used to.
The girl in the picture is not who you were talking to. I can't help.
Are you sure you're convinced? Because that didn't sound like you were convinced. I hope that was a lump in your throat from like about to cry. Because you sounded like you're still like holding on.
It's all fake, all with the single sole intent to take advantage of you.
Okay. I want to regroup and I'm going to try to be a little bit more nurturing now. This is what catfishing is. This is the most evil and diabolical of the catfish. This is kingfish. This is bad, like this is king of the seas. I mean, this is one of the worst that you can possibly imagine. This is Lene Kukua type of catfishing. This is arguably the worst. I mean, not really the worst. There's been some worse ones out there. Like, I mean, the one I did on the episode earlier on my channel was really wild. That was a wild one. And what happened to Neve was absolutely insane. Like, that's how this all started once again. But, this is what scamming, this is what finessing, this is what getting bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray. That's what all this is.
I don't think they care about you at all.
They don't.
There is still a big part of you that has feelings for Brittany.
And you must let go of those feelings and harness them and turn them into vengeance and hate towards these catfishers and scammers. Because you can join me in this crusade. I hate scammers. They are the absolute worst diabolical scum that exists in our world today. Because they will take and steal anything from you and they do not care. Somebody can drop a bomb on your house today, killing you, your entire family, dogs, animals, lizards, whatever you have sitting around in there, and they will laugh. Because it doesn't bother them. They are soulless. They are godless people. They don't believe in anything but finessing folks and getting that dollar. Those people, all of them need to go. There's no place for them here for me.
It really sucks. I'll hold you like that.
All right, now it's time for the final stage of this boss battle. Now it's time for you to get to the last bit, and we just need to go ahead and see if we can figure out who this person is.
All right, well then I think we should just reach out from my phone and see what happens.
Now this is when things tend to start getting very weird in these episodes.
Where are you located if you need my services?
What services?
Oh, tricking, prostitution, handiwork.
Who gave you this number?
Uh-oh, they're on the defensive.
I mean, it feels like I'm either talking to a drug dealer or an escort.
Neve, it could be both. It could be some type of drug dealing crack whore catfish.
Any chance you could meet us?
They're not about to come to Wyoming.
Okay, well, just so you know.
We already know who you are, you worthless low-life scumbag. Please reveal yourself or eat shit and die.
This is your best/last chance.
Sadly and luckily at this point, I do believe Cody has finally had reality set in on him.
Are you cool going down to Denver?
I'm cool with it.
Cody, you're still too down for whatever. You really need to start setting on some boundaries, like right now.
She says, I love him. I'll be there tomorrow.
Please just stop the lies already.
If she comes tomorrow, she does not love you.
Yes, because he or she is only trying to put you through pain, more pain, and nothing but pain, Cody.
Fingers crossed she actually shows up. Yeah.
Based on the look on his face, I think he's starting to get it. That the likelihood of this person showing up is about zilch.
I mean, look, I think Cody deserves to take this as far as we can take it.
Yes, you do, because this man needs to erase this image from his brain permanently. Like, it needs to be completely removed from his database. That has no place in his mind. There should be no files that exist with this imagery in it.
The person that I thought I was talking to is not the person I thought I was talking to.
Okay, so reality has finally set back into Cody. He got him a good night's rest. Reality hit him right in the balls, and he finally realizes that he was never going to get that ball pleasuring that he was looking for, because, well, unfortunately, she ain't real, and the fantasies that he had with his little OnlyFans Instagram model girlfriend that didn't exist just isn't going to be a part of the reality. It's not going to be in the cards for him, and I know that's a painful thing to accept. Like, we all would want to believe that we can score some type of 13 out of 10, and it's just not going to happen for all of us. It's just not in the cards. Some of us, we're going to settle for mid. We're going to settle for 3 out of or 4s, and some of us might be lucky enough to get a 6 one day. But unfortunately, Cody, you're not going to be getting what you're thinking you're getting, and I'm glad that you have finally, you know what? Welcome back.
Did she reach out? I blocked her, so I wouldn't know.
Standing ovation. I want a standing ovation for Cody. Standing ovation.
If I miss Friday at work, I lose too much tips.
They were never going to show.
Say, what's the best you can do in tips, and we'll cover it.
$2,000.
I can only think of a couple things that would pay you that much in one night.
Turn the car around. Tell her we'll give it to her in cash when we see her.
No, just listen to Cammy. Let's go ahead and turn around. This is not going to happen.
What about 1,000 now and 1,000 later? What about a beat down?
Can't believe she's...
Nope, this person's trying to haggle you. They are lying. They are lying. This is not real.
He's a super sweet guy, and you really took advantage of him. I promise those days are over.
Because based on the expression that he gave in the vehicle earlier when we discovered that you were no longer going to show up, I'm pretty sure he is going to seek sweet vengeance amongst your family or whoever, those that you care about. If he is ever to lay eyes on you in person, or if he ever figures out who you are, I would count your days, because I'm pretty sure they are definitely numbered.
You will at least get on a call or FaceTime with us and fess up for all of your lies.
Now, usually these last ditch pleas, work for Neve. I mean, usually he gives them the one last chance or one last hurrah to, go out there and salvage whatever's left of their reputation, considering they probably will be exposed at some point in time. And they might as well go ahead and get it out in the open and just go ahead and get this monkey off their back or this doo-doo off their chest. That way they can not feel so bad later on in life when they realize that they scam people and that they're going to, rot in fiery pits or probably going to live in purgatory, which then again, these people don't even believe in that. So for them, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I know the answer to that. I just want this to be done with.
Essentially, he's saying that he wants to strangle this individual until they change colors like Squidward whenever he had that fork stuck in his throat.
I called your grandma and grandpa, and I told them everything we found and what's been happening.
Well, that's a little embarrassing. Well, not as embarrassing as this whole situation.
I'm ready to wash my hands of it and just walk away from her.
That is what's best. I recommend it, and I'm glad that you have such loving and supporting grandparents, because not everybody has those. Not everybody has loving family members that are there for them. Apparently, neither are the people who are catfishing you. They don't have loved ones, I guess. That's the thing about those hoaxes. Like, none of them have family. None of them have friends. They always get you to take care of everything. You're the boo thing, and you're the prize, and it's a mess. I'm glad that you have finally washed your hands of this.
We haven't heard anything further from Brittany.
My instinct is we won't.
And they didn't. They heard nothing back from this individual, because it turns out it was a Nigerian scammer. Yeah. Giving black people a bad reputation all around the world. Nigerian, the tethers, and I don't even like calling them that, but that's what these are tethers. I will respect any other, African that wants to come over here from any other country. I will respect them all as long as they come over here with some pride and dignity. Now, this person probably don't even live over here. They're just finessing folks from across the waters. And it's just really disappointing to see that that's what happens. At least this time they didn't get some old white woman for their gold or some old black man for a social security card or anything like that. It's just, luckily that didn't happen this time, But either way, it's really disappointing. Damn, Cody. I mean, this is really disappointing. I hate that this happened. I hate that you had to learn the hard way, but it was tough. I know this was an incredibly long video, and if you made it to the end, man, kudos to you, and I really appreciate you supporting this channel. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you made it to the end, or if you like the content here today. As yes, I would like to do more of these videos, but damn, this took a while. This was a little bit lengthy, but either way, I enjoyed it. It was fun to dive into these. Once again, I love Catfish. It's one of my favorite shows, and there's other things I'd like to dive back into. This is the origin of this channel. I usually talk about stuff like this and do random content like this, so this is what this channel is all about. Hopefully you learned a lesson here today at Ran-DomU University, where you get your free education, and we'll see you soon.